Now, as the lockdown continues, head teachers are warning that children with no access to a device or connection to the internet will struggle when they return to school. So schools in Bradford have partnered up with businesses and charities to hand out laptops, tablets and internet access to disadvantaged families. Sabia Pervez has more.
At St Stephen's Primary in Bradford, head teacher Mr Urry is typing out an email to the families that attend his school. But a third of his students won't receive his updates as they don't have access to a device or connection to the internet. The consequences are huge.
The quality of the resources on the internet at the minute make learning much more engaging and relevant for children, and they respond to them incredibly well. Not having access to them or not understanding how the internet works for them will put them at a significant disadvantage.
Not far from St Stephen's, a delivery of laptops from the Northern Powerhouse Partnership has arrived at Buttershaw Secondary. Whilst the government have pledged to give devices to disadvantaged 15 and 16-year-olds, teachers here fear it's not enough.
Unfortunately, the number of laptops we're going to receive doesn't even cover Year 10. What we're hearing from students and parents is they're struggling, quite a lot of them are struggling to get that access. It's very sad, but the ones who don't have that access, I think, will be behind. And it's one of the things that we're planning for now.
When the internet arrived into our lives, it was seen as a great leveller, a platform through which everyone had access to immeasurable information. But teachers here have told me that the pandemic shows that actually it's a great divider. You do have unlimited connection to all sorts of resources, but only if you can afford it. Shadim Hussain recognised this inequality at the start of this pandemic. He's partnered up with 10 primary schools across the Bradford district, donating devices to low-income families.
To many, items such as tablets and laptops are seen as a luxury, but in today's day and age, especially under this COVID situation, it's not a luxury, it's a basic necessity. I went away and spoke to some of my donors, and we managed to fundraise around £6,000, which has covered the first 50 devices. But over the next few months, we'll continue this campaign because we feel this is an ongoing need.
These corridors will eventually fill once again with students returning to school. And it'll be then that teachers begin to measure the full educational consequences of this pandemic. Sabia Pervez, BBC Look North, Bradford.